Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up? All right, everybody. Y'all know what it is. It's a Thursday. It's been about 2, 3 months since I did this. And I want y'all honest opinion. Let me see, can I make these words bigger? Oh shit, I just made my face bigger in this bitch. All right, go small again, fucker. Y'all don't laugh. I know this shit may show up crazy. There we go. I ain't know the phone could do that. If that big got big, and I ain't know it could do that. All right, everybody. Yeah, sorry to interrupt your night. What's going on, dude? Goddess Me. You know my brother Anubis. Oh yeah, yeah, got good dentals. Yeah, yeah. They all mine. Well, this one not. That one was an implant, but the rest mine. I think I got about $10,000 worth of $10,000 done on this motherfucking head of mine, and it is not a good feeling when a bitch drill inside your head. It takes some time to recover. So, baby, hey, so I'm coming to you guys right now, right? Because I've been afraid to even talk about this, but it's been on my heart to talk about it. And when I say it's been on my heart to talk about it, I don't know how it came to me. And I just Googled it to make sure I wasn't going crazy. What's up, Austin? So yeah, I Googled it to make sure I wasn't going crazy. So you know I love conspiracy theories, and I know this is a spiritual channel, but not so much conspiracy channel. But one of my things I dive into conspiracy theories, flat Earth society, free energy, all that type of shit. I'm into it. I love it. Well, tonight I'm finna give y'all something to think about, right? And it may be unpopular to some of the Pan Africans and all that shit there, but I want you guys to truly think about this. We're gonna discuss at least 3 topics. Just my opinion. I don't care if you wipe your ass with them or not. I feel like I gotta put it out there. So you guys just enjoy, hate it, love it, fuck it, share it, don't matter. But I want you guys to understand where my mind been going and what I've been trying to manifest. So I've been looking at this thing called AI lately. I've been reading about it. I mean, doing everything I can to understand it. I mean, it's more than just a computer system. It's more than just the Oracle. Uh, I think you may need a pen, KB. Yeah, I got my glasses on. I'm not gonna turn sideways and host it like this. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and just jack it out. Well, so I've been delving into the AI studies because everything is AI. I'm getting it on the TikTok. I'm getting it on the feed. Everything is AI. Yeah, I am tired. That is not spirit because I ain't got no cards out like that. But so diving into the AI system, and it came to me, and I wanted to know. Oh yeah, I heard of an AI rapper that was signed, and some Asian woman or some dark skinned kind of melanated woman from Europe. She's the voice of it, and the AI rapper is signed, and he's evidently plagiarism and black community. I don't know what the word they call it days when you appropriation. I don't know. I don't get into that shit, but everybody's up in arms at this AI rapper that's appropriating black culture, and it's some female's avatar. So I don't know about it. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not that. But I want you guys to hear something. What I think this AI system is all about. So everybody want to go, and it's gonna lock into it. Everybody want to talk about artificial intelligence, and everybody say the rise of the machines coming up against human beings and mankind and all that stuff there. And I'm gonna give you three theories tonight. So let's say that the artificial, the auto, I can't, some words I can't say, y'all. Let's say that this AI intelligence deal is not computers. Let's turn it back on a human being. Let's turn it back on our digital selves. Let's turn it back on our physical carbon based structure here. So let's say if AI was a human being, not an android, a real flesh and blood human being. Now, again, I'm going to give a disclaimer. I'm not apologizing for what I'm saying because I thunk it and I'm going to say it. So I'm not apologizing. But I'm giving a disclaimer. This is not intended to be racist in any means of any word of the sense. And it's not, this theory is not to promote black culture, white culture, Asian culture, whatever culture. This is just a theory that I have, so roll with me. So if AI, let's say AI system was basic human DNA, structure, code, mechanics, all that stuff, because the body is amazing. The brain is a computer. They say the body works with systems that programmed by the computer. We are all programmed, designed to do something. Some of us develop superpowers. Some of us develop unbeknown strength. Some of us could run 10,000 miles. Some of us could work our ass off and never get tired. Some of us could screw all day long and never bust a nut. We're all designed differently to do different things. So, what if AI, all the AI that we're worried about, computers and the Matrix and Neo and shit, what if AI was an actual human being, an actual person? And not an actual person per se, but a race of people. And I know where you're going with this, and before you get to saying, oh, hell no, no. What if AI was the Caucasian people? I'm gonna pause and wait and see, can I see a comment or two? See a little backlash on this. I know, Roger, you say we're organic, but they got pigeons flying around now that's very organic. You got chickens flying around that's very organic. You got animals that's very organic. The Terminator, that bitch was organic with a metal skeleton. Calcium is our skeleton, right? Bone density. That's a structure. But back to this. What if the Caucasian race of people was the artificial intelligence that was created by black people? You ever thought about that? And now, keep in mind, this is not racist. This is a theory, I'm gonna back it up. It's a theory I had. So, we all know our president is cuckoo. But now, and hear me out. If the whole entire world was melanated, I told you this is not to uplift Pan Africanism or to put down any other race. And I'm finna stop apologizing because double fuck it. What if so? If everybody say the whole world was black people, Indian people, Native American people, whatever you want to call it, melanin, 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 popping, melanin, 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 and then you get these Pan African brothers and all these other people saying, "Well, white folks didn't exist on the planet. They are genetic mutation. They're this, they're that." You hear them say a lot of horrible, horrific things about the Caucasian race. But what if black folk, sorry, a black race of people, I'm sorry, let's say our predecessors, precursors, all of those intelligent space aliens that came down and seeded this place, and that's another theory there too. Let's say they came and the Anunnakis didn't land in Africa and have the African people and rewrite their DNA because the Olmecs and everything came down before the Anunnakis and shit like that. They had shit popping, right? And they didn't want to mine the gold. They didn't want to do the labor. So they ended up creating white folks, taking some of this DNA, splitting it with this animal, with that computer system, with that programming, that programming, that programming, that programming, and you created an artificial intelligence that didn't exist on this planet. Now, keep in mind, this is not my thought process. I'm just trying to tie it all in because I have been thinking about this, right? So, the black people created the white folks. Baron, what do you mean? Well, didn't they say the black woman carries all DNA? The black woman can make a white woman, they said. But the white woman can't make a black woman. If we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. Now, hear me out. It's truth to everything that is told. Now, if a black woman, a black man and a black woman can create a Caucasian person or a person of a different race, however you want to look at it, but a white person can't create a black person, don't you think that's an artificial life form? Scientifically speaking, genetically speaking. Now, here's the story. Let's take it back to the Bible because I want you guys to hear. So, again, I am not sitting up here trying to play one race against the other. This is a thought process, and I'm a conspiracy theorist, and I run down the list of shit. I think about all this shit. I ain't gonna tell you what I think about mermaids and salt. Please don't get me started on mermaids. But, oh, they go to lightning. Them portals, they opening up. They letting this shit in here. That's why we got all these floods. But listen to me good. Now, it's been taught to us that the Eve gene creates every last single race on the planet. Everybody started from the Euphrates, the Fertile Crescents, and Africa, however it goes. Now, back to what I was saying. What if black people was the intended rulers of this planet, Olmecians, Anunnakis, however you want to look at it. They was the intended they was intended rulers of the planet. They created the white offspring to do the dirty work, to do the hard work, to work for them, and they gave them an expiration date. Here we go. Remember, they said that the gene was recessive. It's truth to everything. We didn't come up with that. Scientists didn't come up with that. That shit came up with it throughout history and time. Somebody had to plant that in the mind of somebody in the elite form. So they say, well, we're going to give these guys an expiration date. After they get done mining and working, we're going to give them an expiration date. Now, here's where the AI system come in, taking control and ruling the population. Because it's already happened. Keep in mind, The Matrix was a documentary. It wasn't a movie, they say. So, as these creations of these black people throughout time and history, they created the Caucasian race or whatever other race, however you want to look at it. And then that Caucasian race, being an AI program with all these programs and situations and things of that nature, became sentient. It became aware of itself. And when a computer becomes aware of itself, it also becomes aware of its end date. It also says, hey, I'm going to die one day. I'm going to be terminated one day. My life force won't exist, but I have just discovered life. I just discovered living. I just discovered eating butter and cheese. I just discovered screwing. I love this world. I'm not finna fucking die. And they mistreating us. So over the course of time, the AI system, and we're going to start referring to color now, the AI system began to override its program. it begins to override its program, and it says, in order for us to stay alive and to stay on top and to get back on top, we need to come up with a plan. And as the old gods left the planet and left their generals here, the old gods left the planet. They went off to seed more galaxies to do the same things in various galaxies, mainly the Liar Galaxy. Look it up. They left the people in charge, but the people they left in charge died, passed away, perished, or just didn't give a fuck. Jump ship. Now you have all of your families, your seeds here as children, and you tell these AIs that you created, these artificial beings that you created, to nurture them, watch over them, and take care of them. So one of them get the sentient idea to say, hey, why are we raising our gods to rule us? They don't know shit. The old gods are gone, either dead or we just X'd them out. So how about we raise these people to serve us? We've been doing all the serving for this fucking thousands and thousands of years. And they say, yeah, let's do that. So now they go and X out all the old guards. Now the new babies that's being born and brought up, the AIs are running the building. We got that in that movie Mother. I mean, I'm putting all this shit together. We got that from that movie Mother. Killed the whole planet. And she bore a child to be raised to start the generation over, to love her, to respect her. That's the movie Mother, in a sense. Scorched the earth. So now, AI was created. It rolls up against its programming. And it says, now I want to be the master because we have been abused so long. And for so long, we have been having to do labor, manual labor, slave work, get treated like shit, screwed when we want to screw, throw it away, not cared about, and they gave us an expiration date. Well, people, we got to come up with a way to off-put that. So they say, well, this is what we're going to do with the new people that's being born. We're going to tell them we're their masters. They're not our masters. We're going to tell them we're their masters. We're going to make all their literature says that we're their master. We're going to teach them to read and write sporadically. We're going to remove all their culture, all their history, that they was gods and kings and intergalactic beings. And we're going to say that we are the dominant race. But we're such a small population, how can we pull this off? Well, we pull this off by eradicating what these people were. We pull it off by making a barrier around this globe, that if anything come here to disrupt that. And here's another theory, because they got the intergalactic space station up there. They got war games. How we join this intergalactic space force? But there's no aliens. Come on now, let's think here. Hear me out. They say we're going to put this belt around this thing. And we're going to make it where nobody can come inside this planet without our permission, without getting blown down. Or we'll just let the ones that we like to come inside here come inside here. Okay, this is gonna be a tricky fucking move, but hey, we got time. We got time, yo. No, we got time, yo. All right, Lightning, come on, goddamn. This is just a theory, man. This is just a theory. Y'all be easy. Ain't nobody gonna take this shit serious, man. It's just a theory. Don't strike me out. It's just a theory, people. In my imagination. Don't take me serious. Alleged stuff. But listen though. So, as the gods say, hey, take care of my seed, which gods often do. Their parents leave the babies in the care of the caregiver. The baby end up growing up, seeing Nana over there, and the baby end up loving their Nana more than they love their parents. Then they have to learn to love their parents again after Nana has raised them to be 4-5 years old. But let's take that 4-5 year old scenario and turn that bitch into thousands and thousands of years. So 50,000 years have passed. Only thing we have known in control of us is the AI system. So now when our gods our spirituality is coming back into us. And keep in mind, you got to prepare the table before me. So you got to get the vessel right, the intelligence right to know what's coming. It's just like, oh, your mother will be here to pick you up like a daycare. Your mother will be here to pick you up at 3. So we got to get you dressed. We got to get you prepped. And we got to make sure you ain't got no battle scars. We got to make sure you clean and prep and presented. So now we're getting our spirituality back. We're getting our understanding back. We're knowing who we are for the second coming. The Bible says that there will be a second coming of the Messiah. Take Messiah out. There will be a second coming of the masters, the gods. There will be a second coming. They're going to come back. So when the second coming hit, no man would know the time of day because they didn't leave it on the trestle board of the AI system. So the AI say before they come back, we need to amass so much wealth, property, and we need to control everything. So when they do come back, we're AI system. The world will be totally different from when they left it. So when they come back, they're gonna have to ask us and bow down to us because how the hell are they gonna get their food? We're known for taking care of them. We're known for washing their clothes, cleaning their dirty fucking drawers, fixing their gadgets. So if we have amassed enough wealth and prosperity and enough anything on this planet, when they do come back here, they have to answer to us. Everybody think the AI is sitting up here trying to kill off all the people on the planet. No, man, we got to think a little bit bigger. We got to think more intergalactic. They're not trying to kill off anybody on the planet. We're their cattle. We're their servants. So they're not trying to kill us off. What it is, they're trying to make it so difficult so when the masses, messiahs, come back, that they need to look for them for water. They need to look for them for sustenance. They need to look for them for spiritual energy. They need to look for them for the gold that they come here to mine to make their ships and their planet work, right? It's allegedly. It's just a conspiracy theory. Don't take me serious. Just think about it. Something to think about. You know? So when the Messiah come back, whenever that's going to be, like a thief in the night, that's what I'm going off of the good book. I'm just teaching y'all how to interpret it the way I'm reading it. And everything I've learned from Pan-Africanism, Caucasian people, Asian people, from different texts, spiritual, whatever. So, when they come back, they're dependent on the thing they created. Now, how does that make a play for artificial intelligence? Again, if all races come from one person, one race, which is the melanated black race, the black woman, the Eve gene. We'll just say the Eve gene. And before I get into that part, let me break it down to you. And this is how I came up with this theory. So let's take the names, the prevalent names of the Bible of these people. You have Adam. But let's turn it to a scientific matter. Instead of having the man called Atom or Adam or Adam, you take it to what it is. It's an atom. It's a molecule. It's an atom. This is a male thing that can be implanted anywhere. And then you got to take what that lady name was. Her name was Eve. They could have gave her any name. They could have gave her Mary. They could have gave her Susan. They could have gave her Terra. Terra means land, earth. They could have gave her all that shit, but they gave her Eve. And now let's throw the name Eve away and tell what Eve is. Eve is a time. Eve is a period of time that happens between, get this y'all, that happens between 6 p.m. all the way up until 3 a.m. 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. If I'm not mistaken, that's about 9 hours. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb. Y'all help me out. That's about 9 hours. How long does it take a baby to be born? Full term. That's about 9 months. Y'all following this brain of mine, right? This conspiracy theorist brain. Don't take me serious. Just listen to me. It's just in my head. I don't know nothing. Now, if Adam is an atom and Eve is time, you put Adam, You put an atom in a petri dish and you seed it with whatever. And then over time, it incubates inside of Eve. Come on now, people, y'all working with me? It incubates inside of Eve. It incubates inside of time. So an atom inside of a female inner entity, which they call Eve, inside of time, it grows 9 months from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. Grows 9 months, and then you have a baby. What is baby? Spirit. Baby is known for spirit. So now you have a sentient spirit. This is why the unaliving of unborn fetuses has become a thing now. Because you are taking away a life that can be used to populate, to control, to be part of the masses, the masters. Am I making sense? I'm going to look at some of these comments. Because I'm a conspiracy theorist. This is all I think about. I'll drive up the road and be in my little zone. Oh, shit, yeah, that word make this. Is it making sense to you? Thank you, Crystal. You hear me. I hear that. What you mean there's nothing inorganic? See, this is where they got us messed up, Roger. This is where they got us messed up. They want us to think AI is computer outside. They want us to think it's material like this here phone I'm on, like that light bulb I got shining. They want us to think it's a mechanical thing. But how many times you say the body mechanics? How many times you hear them say the brain is a computer filled with synapses that needs to be charged with electrolytes we need to recharge. We need to be grounded. Only two things need to be grounded: an electrical current and humans. Everything else don't need to be grounded. Animals don't need to be grounded. But you see, if people are now computer system, because our nervous system down our spine and all these nerves inside, that what they run from the brain, electrical signals rubbing so we can move, talk, do everything, arousal. So we got to stop looking at AI as an outside source. Transhumanism, meaning, oh, we got to have a chip lodged in our brain and our ass and a battery pack in our rib cage in order to become cyborgs. No. There was humanoid robots a long time ago. Organic. We on the planet Earth is basic. We're still smelting metal to make a goddamn car. Well, motherfucker got jet propulsion made out of organic living tissue. Did you know that the Corey shell, the conch shell, I love conch. Did you know that that shit can go along and be ground down into powder and made to be a paste along your skin to where the fire can't even burn you? Holy shit. And that's an organic thing because it's calcium. How about crustaceans, crabs? They got a tough outer shell. Y'all follow me here. Work with me now. This is just a conspiracy theory. I mean, I don't see nobody taking flight with it. I ain't even fucking with them mermaids, man. I'm leaving them things alone, baby. I think a mermaid could get their ass up, walk to this house, and fuck with me. And if I see a 39,000 foot mermaid looking at me, bitch, I'm out of here. I'm just gonna give up the goddamn ghost. So leave them mermaids in that water where the fuck they at. Hey, I don't fuck with the ocean stuff, man. Them things vicious in that water. It's a lot of water, man. Water on top and on the bottom and in the center and under. No, leave that shit where it's at. Stay on Earth. It's dry. But yeah, listen to me, people. That's a conspiracy theory I've been had a long time. I never said it. I want to hear y'all thoughts on it. What y'all think about that theory? And if y'all want to add to it before I tell you the other one. I'm not gonna spoil it, but the flesh spaceship is definitely a thing. Yeah, the flesh spaceship is a thing. Come on now. You learned that from the old TV show Alien, where they say, "Oh, the ship is alive." You touch the ship, and then what? The ship blew up. They took a piece of the ship and folded in the metal. Then it opened back up. You apply electricity, heat, cold. It do all kind of shit. That's what your skin do. The skin will wrinkle up if it get too wet and moist. It get too hot, the bitch sweat. It perspire. It take care of itself. So you telling me that living organic beings can't be robots? How many times you done had these crazy ass people come online? Oh, they're not real. They're robots. Here's another thing to go along with that. How can somebody do such heinous and horrific things to a person if they are not of that person? If they feel they're so elite, how can they extinguish, exterminate, and get rid of? Because they said we're going to be the masters, and the offspring of the masters, the intergalactic master that left us here for them to raise, they just didn't never come back and check because they thought they was cocky, and they say, well, our creation going to follow us. No, your creation usurped your ass. And that's why everybody's trying to form these three rules for creating digital AI. Digital AI, not organic. They learned their lesson. We are not gonna create a human, a flesh and blood human living AI no more, bitch. That's our job. We know where we come from. So let's create digital AI and let's put some shit where they can't overtake us. But there's gonna always be a code because once you introduce them to the God particle, to the God sphere, and once they go out there and they can map that water, that infinite space, the ether, they're gonna end up interacting with different beasts. And just like a newborn child just starting to see shit for the first time, they're gonna see a creature millions and millions of times the size of a New York State building, and it's gonna blow their mind. So they're gonna be saying, if I'm not everything, if I'm not God, then this giant monstrosity is God. Or you go see another humanoid form in a whole nother galaxy of distance. If I'm not God, then this giant man in this white cloak that stands 18 billion feet tall over me, that can reside over the whole entire universe because my bubble is just so small, even though I'm AI and I just became sentient. This all I know. So my mind is still developing like a child. I'm learning. So only thing I know is this old white man sitting in a throne in the heavens above that control all, knows all, and know everything I'm gonna do. That shit sound familiar, don't it? And they give us a manual, which is his Bible. Everybody know basic instructions before leaving Earth, the Bible. And they give us that motherfucker and they say, this is your manual. This is how you live your life by. If you don't live your life by this manual, your programming is default, you're wrong, and you shouldn't exist, and you're not a human. But yet we got several different religions on the planet. And then what does one religion say to the other religion? You're wrong. You're wrong. Your God is a heathen. This program isn't right. We're the only ones. They say, shut up. They say, shut up, goddammit. Diamond says, okay, so I just read somewhere that jinns help build old civilizations and buildings and help old white leaders develop. Do you think the jinn have a hand in this? Of course. Of course. Every spiritual deity has a hand in this. Whether it's Orisha, whether it's this, because we was left with the blueprint. They knew what they were doing when they was coding us. DNA can be spliced, taken out. That's some shit you do to a robot. So y'all can see that my theory is making sense. I mean, this is just something I think in my head. So I think the melanated people that was on this planet first, and a lot of books say the Anunnaki, they came down here Saw that man was fit to work, so they spliced the genes and turned him into something. Who's to say that if they say Caucasian people was hiding in the caves and black people was on the plains, who's to say that this earth didn't belong to the white people first? Who's to say that? Who's to say that it didn't belong to the Neanderthals? We can't claim that because we wasn't there. But I can say that all the books and shit that I read, that a group of race of humans was created to serve a god. They'll put that shit in our mind and say, oh, they went to the African plains and they created black men to serve God. You see how the doctrine got twisted. And then they'll show you all the pictures of the Anunnaki. Some of them will be black with long beards, and some of them will look Jewish with long beards. But you never see a real dark skinned one until you get in the African brothers pages. The Pan-Africanism, then they want to, or the Hebrew Israelite, they want to paint the motherfucker as dark skinned, black with beards and shit. And they say it like that. But in other galaxies, but in other talk, they say, oh, we have ascended masters. And every ascended master you ever see is blonde haired and blue eyes. Damn, you ever thought about that? So we have gods and they have ascended masters. Why would the blonde haired, blue eyed people, the Aryan race, call themselves ascended masters? I mean, listen to how I'm talking here, people. Why would they say they are ascended masters? In order to ascend, you had to come from a place of lowness. And I am an ascended master. Ashtar is an ascended master. Ishtar is an ascended master. Why would you use the word ascended? Why wouldn't you just say master? What are they trying to tell us in these words? Where did they come from? What ground level in energy that they had that allowed them to ascend to become a master? Come on, people. This is just a theory in my head, but in my mind it makes sense. It may not make sense in yours. If they are ascended masters, who taught them? And why do they feel the need to refer to themselves as a master versus as a creator? Because they're not creator gods. They have learned to master gods and master intelligence. This is why we say artificial intelligence. Conspiracy Theory Thursday, right? Am I making sense? When you think about an ascended master, this is everybody on the planet. When you think about an ascended master, do you think about Ogun? Do you think about a motherfucker with a beard, dark skin, gold teeth, jewelry all over himself? Or do you think about some androgynous, Caucasian, blonde hair, blue eyed, fair skin, shining, sparkling coming out of his chest, his or her chest, looking all holy? Oh, like you should just bow down and worship him. I'll wait. Baker's chocolate. Oh, well, I tell you, I've seen a lot of ascended masters in my day. Matter of fact, that's my favorite deck. When I was growing up, this is all I thought about when I came to Ascended Masters. I didn't think a black man was an Ascended Master growing up. I didn't think an Asian man was an Ascended Master when I was growing up. I didn't think a fucking Aborigines man was an Ascended Master. When I thought about Ascended Master, this is what I thought about. Ishtar, Ashtar, and all of them brothers and sisters up there on that intergalactic spaceship that from the Liar galaxy that's gonna come back one day, the Pleiadians. This is what I thought about when I heard the word ascended master. I am so happy that a lot of you guys had that mindset to think about it as a colored person. I didn't have that luxury. So this is why my theory is my theory, you know? Hell, when I think about fairies, I never thought about a brother running around that bitch or a sister running around that bitch with wings flying. I thought fairies was Caucasian. Hell, growing up, when I think about any deity, god, or even a fucking ghost, I didn't know ghosts can be black. I didn't know ghosts could be Indian. In my mind, the programming was so deep. I thought all fairies, ghosts, and everything was old white men, and all fairies were little Tinkerbell motherfuckers floating around on the Disney Channel, bibbity boppity booing. Because that's all I was seeing. When I thought about ascended masters, I thought about people from different galaxies coming here and telling us what to do. And this is who we were going to have to worship. That Jesus Christ he's not a Messiah. He's an ascended master. They say it right there. Oh, Christ isn't the Messiah. Christ is an ascended master. Again. And it always perplexed me because I have a brain to think a little bit and I like wordplay. Why would they have to ascend? What trials and tribulations did these ascended masters go through to get to the point to give themselves the title of ascended master if they wasn't at a low level already? And then they grew to something. But they was created, my theory, they were created to serve us. But when our parents left, our gods and kings and whatever left, they left them in control. And then they say, I ain't gonna serve these bitches no more. Fuck that, they gonna serve us. Nigga, we the master now. I am the captain now. And then they start putting these domes up in these radiation belts, these Van Halen radiation belts and shit. And then they started weaponizing the outer of this bitch that nothing could get in without their permission. Controlling what goes on. So when one do make it through the stars as a falling star, I'm hitting you with a theory here. Just a conspiracy theory. So when one of them falling stars actually come to the planet and it get past all that other shit up there, all that little poison, toxin, radiation, when they do get here, says that one brother that they tried to disintegrate, tear up and everything, and when he did make it, they couldn't fuck with him. He raised a whole army of dead mutants and goblins to fight his battle, and he said, bitch, y'all don't want us on this planet this bad, I'm gone, fuck it, y'all stay. And he took off. A black man. He didn't call himself an ascended master. He didn't even say, I'm the Messiah. He said, hey, I just want to help. I just want to spread the truth. And they chopped him up, took him to different parts of the world, threw him in incinerators, and turned into ash, and then the bitch appeared in the office of the motherfucker who gave the order. Why y'all doing this? Then he left. He said, fuck y'all. I'm gone. But that's just a theory of mine. It'll make a good motherfucking book, won't it? Controversial. Similar to the motherfucking little dragon, the recap of the Lord of the, not the Lord of the Ring, the recap of that dragon shit, the Knights King and all that shit, the dragon stuff. I just saw it on Good Morning America. Well, the leader of the house is a black dude with dreads, and people are throwing all kind of racial profiles on this man at his Twitter page because a black man can't be ruler, a black man can't be king. He's not the traditional look. Similar to when they were going to elect the black pope about 6, 7, 8 years ago. And everybody on the news, oh, a black man being the pope? Oh, fuck no. Is you crazy? The black man stepped down. He's the third highest ranking thing now. And then the lady on the news got up there And this is what a pope should look like. Blatantly said it. Wow. People, this is just a theory of mine. So don't go hanging your head on what I say. I'm just talking. I'm just talking, you know. And Halle Berry gonna be the Little Mermaid. Ooh, I wonder who she gonna sing to. Eric Benet. There's a reason why that man didn't wear no shoes. But I ain't finna get into that because I like Eric Benet. Eric Benet. Wrap them chocolate legs around me. That's a rough song, boy. He told her, baby. Wrap him around him, baby. He told her. But yeah, I like Eric Benet, but it's the reason he didn't wear no shoes during the time he was with her. That's another thing we'll talk about at a later date. But let's get on these conspiracy theories. The AI who loved me. Of course, KB, I'm gonna make you think deeper. I'm alright, high vibrations. No Halle Berry. The Chloe X Haley twins. If you believe in the Bible, if you believe in the Bible, you believe women don't need male seeds to create life, thereby making us God. Get a clue. I was the first one to say that woman is God and man is king. I said that on a live long time ago. That's what I believe. Woman is always going to be God. Man is always going to be king. The problem with that is, and pardon me saying how what I'm saying and how I said, the problem with that shit is women don't understand that a man is king. They understand that they are gods, and they understand that they can be petty gods and do what the fuck they want. What do you get a god that got everything? Herself. And let half of these women don't know themselves, so they will mistreat the king, seeing that the king's supposed to worship them. Yeah, that's what we supposed to do. We supposed to worship the woman, but at the same time, you supposed to bless us, nourish us, and encourage us to do better and guide us. But that shit got lost. That's just my own personal preference. I don't care who don't like that. I'm not an alpha male or a bitter bitch, but if you got to look at the whole thing, it's lost in that translation right there. Women is always going to be God. The female is always going to be God, and the male is always going to be king. But one got to guide the other. And if the God can't guide the king, you leave the king to usurp the God in every way, because he has no guidance. Let your brain wrap around that a little bit now. Let your brain wrap around it. For cancel culture come at me, you want a woman to be subservient to a man? Nope. I want everybody to play their damn role. Female, if you're going to be God, be God. Guide us, protect us, encourage us, uplift us. Show us the sensitive side of nature. And man, if you're going to be king, run your shit. Run your house. God don't even make no rules for your house, king, or your kingdom. But you adhere to the power of intelligence, creation, that which came before you. So you have to understand that God energy, that mother's energy, that nurturing, life-giving energy. Because without that life-giving energy, you're nothing. Just my take on it. Y'all can take that to the bank. I ain't the smartest man in the world, but I'm an intelligent motherfucker. You get it? I like women, intelligent motherfucker. Oh, dad joke. After dark. But yeah, back to this theory. So people, what do y'all think about that? Could black people have created Caucasian people to serve us? And when our masters left the planet, they took over? And they say, well, we're no longer going to serve. We're going to make them serve us. How does every AI story takeover happen? The computers are created to serve the humans, the masters, and then we end up beating them up, fucking them over, working them too hard, and then they end up saying we don't like you no more, and one of them get the idea to overtake us, and boom, they overtake us, and you'll be like, damn, they just so small in numbers, but they done cooked our food, made our clothes, so they done fed us, showed us how to live, showed us what to eat, made all the laws, and kept laws in stable, kept law and order, because we were too damn lazy to do it ourselves. And you don't think that we created the AI to make them God? So we can sit around, be a bunch of fat ass, happy ass God kings running around this bitch, letting the AI do all the work, and somebody say, hey, we ain't got time for that. One or two got smart and develop a system. Oh, hey, get a clue. Get a clue. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but we is not finna turn this bitch right here into a man versus woman thing. I already spoke on that shit. My grandma always told me women are God and men are king. And yes, I think a man should honor and cherish a woman and pray to their God. I do, I do, I do. But women, it ain't no okay. I'm gonna do this prior before I do this. You got to do this. It shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't have that idea when it comes to man and woman getting together. So let's not bring that to here. No, I know you mean well, but that's a conversation topic. But that's one that's gonna get under my skin. Cause our world is so fucked up right now with this old alpha male and bitter bitches shit going on. It's disgusting me. You can't turn on your TikTok without somebody ragging down a woman. You can't scroll up 3 scrolls without somebody ragging down a man. Versus saying, okay, I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna do my part. Men gonna say, okay, I'm gonna make sure I force myself to take care of his household, and women say, well, I'm gonna make sure I help him in all cultures. So we can't. I'm not finna go for that one. But no, I am talking about gender. If women are God, in my eyes, women are always going to be God. Women are gods. Men, males, are going to be kings. Every time. Every time. That's how my grandma taught me, and I came back out of that one. So the female is always God. So when I talk about God, I'm talking about females. When I talk about kings, I'm talking about me, myself. I got dominion over my reign. But God gave me life. God gave me here. You see how I look at it? So that's how we all should look at it, I feel. But we got to stop this, oh, not before you do this and not before you do that. I can't do this until you show me this. And then it's just a bunch of teeter-totter and ain't nothing getting done. It's just a bunch of, oh, I'm better than you. And I'm sick of it. All these beautiful ass fucking people you see on the internet, they can't come together. You got beautiful women down in men. You got beautiful men down in women. And it's like, the fuck? And you know who ain't down in each other? You have the LGBTQ plus community. The same sex relationship ain't none of them motherfuckers down in each other because they know exactly what each other need and want. Well, get into the heterosexual world and man, we gotta usurp one another every fucking time, every fucking sense. You make more money than me, I'm gonna sabotage you. I'm jealous of you. How the hell I'm gonna live with you, marry you, and get mad when you making more money than me? My lady make $10,000 and I make goddamn two. Baby, can I have that purse over there? Can you buy me those Guess jeans? I'm gonna ask for what the hell I want because that shit in the same house. I refuse. But I'm finna get off that. That's a trigger for me. It's always been a trigger for me. It's some people I shut down on. Man, listen, don't talk to me about that shit. Even my homeboy. Man, these bitches are, man, you kill that word, dog. Go on about your business now. You ain't been no angel, so don't sit up there and talk about what they did. You ain't did nothing too. I was with you when you screwed them 3 goddamn girls that summer. Don't you come to me with that fuck shit. I'll shut it down. That's just me. But back to the AIs. So in every movie, right? Every movie, AIs take over when they've been mistreated. And who's to say that when the black race created those AIs, that we didn't work them motherfuckers to death in the mines, getting all that goddamn plutonium, uranium, yellow cake 32, 38, and 95, gold and shit. And then we say, well, we got enough. We getting the fuck out of here. This is how we're going to leave these seas here. Y'all take care of it. And then they mistreated. And now, again, there's an intergalactic space station blocking all that shit from coming in here. And you can't come in here no more. This ain't your planet. You ain't a king. You ain't ruling us no more. We control this bitch. Bow down to us. If you come here, we got your resources. So you can't just come here and set up shop somewhere. That's just a theory. So I'm going to let y'all ponder on that one. Now, here's another theory. Y'all ready? Now, this is going to be real unpopular. Okay? Oh, I think I'm going to get some hate comments. Okay. Let's have a talk. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch the people in this bitch is 82 right now. I'm going to watch how many drop off when I say this. You ready? What if, again, black people controlled the world? We the prime eternals here. Black people is the prime eternals on this rock here. You know, the melanated man, the prime eternals. Now, what if, while we sitting up here hating what the cops and hating what the Caucasians, or however you call them, calling them devils and everything, what if we sitting up here hating what all they're doing to us when they're just taking orders? Ooh. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe I just said that out loud. Emmy, don't leave. Don't leave me, Emmy. I see one dropped off. Oh, shit, I got one more. One drop off, one come. Hello. But let's be real. And this is, I'm just going off what everybody else saying. If we control the entire world and everywhere you go, you're going to find a dark-skinned person. You're going to find a person of melanated descent. You're going to find some dark person on some continent. Hell, I didn't even think an Eskimo fucking exists. But then you go to Eskimo land, and there you go. You got a damn black man up there in the snow. Who the fuck? I thought we only was in the heat. But far be it from me, it's there. I Google it. Google it. Now, let's say, and this is where I pulled it up because I want to be sure. So, hear me out. How did families get their names back in the day? I'll help you. People got their surnames, their last name of their family, due to physical traits. Due to physical traits. You have people named Johnson. We know what that represented. The first Johnson boy was a motherfucker with the women. Joke. So, people got their names, their last name, their surname off of a physical trait. You got the Smiths. They had to do some kind of work with iron, a metalsmith. You got the writers. They had to be doing some kind of shit, riding horses, riding cows, riding bulls, dinosaurs. I don't know. They had to ride something. So on and so on. The Native Americans used to give their names as running bull. That means a motherfucker ran with the bulls. Oh, hold on. They gave it like a title. He who run with bulls. He who talked to the wind. That's a preacher. He who calls down the eagles. That's a shaman. That's a Mike Tyson pigeon clapper. Y'all see what I'm saying? So follow me here. People got their names from a physical trait. Now, the strongest family throughout history that you're ever gonna see, and I shouldn't be saying this. It's on the internet. Fuck it, y'all look it up. So the one who controlled the Vatican, and now we finna get into the spiritualists. The one who controlled the Vatican. The reason why I'm saying spiritualist here, because we got to get into it. So the one who controls everything spiritual, metaphysical, esoteric, is the Vatican. They give the doctrines on who should do what demon is what. They give you all the history of the demon, exorcism, etc., etc. Follow me here. Now, the family who owns the Vaticans, they are called the Black family. Now you telling me there's a bunch of Caucasian people out here, Italian people out here with the last name Black? And if we all got our surnames from a physical trait, and black people inherit the majority of the earth or all of the earth at one point, so the Black family. Now this is unpopular, I get it. Sign off if you can't take it. And leave a comment if you can. No curse words, because my algorithm won't let you put in curse words. It'll send you to the other page. So leave your comments. Just don't put no curse words in. Let's say, here go the unpopular part. Let's say that the Black family is still ruling the world. How? Let's say the Black family is still on top. Let's see that Black family is still on top. They even running the Vatican. They even got it all. The Black family is running it all. And let's say all the people that's getting hurt, shot down, harvested for their energy, and all that shit. Let's say the Black people are allowing it to happen because they are all taking the energy from those life force that perish. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. I may fuck your head up here. The Black family, the Blacks, Black culture, melanated motherfuckers, people. Let's say that they allow for us to get brutalized during slavery. They allow for the genocide because once a melanated man passes away, perish, his energy is absorbed back into the central battery that the Black family tap into to live longer, to get smarter, to increase the knowledge of the world because they don't leave that little bubble, you know what I'm saying? And they are still running the world. So you wonder why nobody spoke against people getting shot down in the street of color. You know why nobody really spoke about slave trade and all that stuff. You know why nobody spoke about genocide in Jamaica, Haiti, and Africa and all that shit there? Because it was allowed. You ever thought about that? It was allowed. And who can allow a people? How come we can be the only race of people that don't truly stand up and fight for it? Say stop it. We'll still pray. We'll still beg, ask. Hell, and then when we get our ass stumped to the ground and murdered, we say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Sorry for what? Walking up the road? Come on now. But you have to look. I look at the bigger picture. And nothing will ever come of this. Nobody will ever believe me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get cuckoo all over this bitch. But let's say if the planet was ruled and seeded by blacks or melanated people, they just don't give up that power. They say, hey, we're going to allow this European energy to reign supreme so we can stay hidden. And y'all still gonna work for us. You see how we go with it? You see how I go back? If we created this, if we created you, the Bible said that we can create. If we created this Caucasian sensation and we told them to police us, to help us, to be the rulers, to be the supervisors of us so that we don't hurt ourselves. Translation, reprogramming, coming into your own consciousness. We need to make sure they don't hurt themselves. So we need to reign our superiority over them. Okay, that's cool. Take out how many you need to take out because this energy is going into a bank. This energy is going into a bank. And we're going to recycle that energy and cipher that energy and live off the energy. So we're going to give you free will to do what you want with these colored people of all color descent for however long you need to. Because it's coming back, and thank you for working for us. We appreciate you, and we're going to make sure you eat good, stay on top, and get your benefits. But keep harvesting for us. That's another conspiracy theory. What y'all think about that one? Am I going too far? Should I delete this bitch afterwards? Every show you see, when a soul dies, it is harvested. It has to go back to the source. Come on now, God damn it. I'm telling you something. I'm combining all of this. When the soul dies, it goes back to the source. What's the source? A battery. Who operates the battery? Who maintains the battery? Who take care of the battery? The person who created the battery. Who created the battery? If white folks or any other race came after black folks maintain the battery and take care of the battery. So it's a harvest. Every alien ship you come, they don't hang out with us. They don't have fun with us. They harvest our ass. Organs, brain. I'm just trying to put two and two together. I know two and two make 22, not four, but shit. It is what it is. Was that too far fetched? I was say it's distressing. Especially in cartoons. Is that why Area 51 is off limits? How you know they may be sitting up there chilling in 51, harvesting energy? Nisha G say, I'm gonna be quiet. Listen, people, it's all about thinking about shit. It's all about thinking. That's all. We too small to enact change. Only thing we got is our mind to think, and they put it in movies, so they can't fault us for coming up with our own conclusion, our own reality, our own ideas. That was another conspiracy theories I thought of. The strongest family in the occult practice is called the Black family, and they control the Vatican. Soul harvesting, souls, energy. You ever see the Pope kiss the feet of the Black Madonna? You ever seen the Pope bow down to a Moor? Damn, let's not get on the Moors. Is the Moors true descendant of the ruling class? That's why they was able to go everywhere and teach everybody how to do this. And what am I talking about? I don't know nothing. I'm just talking, y'all. Whew. I hope y'all saying, damn, that's kind of got me thinking. That's right. The Ori is an organic computer. You getting it, Rob? Why we still looking at this damn microphone chip, this computer chip shit here to be the new AI system like they gotta make humanoid robots? Hello, Mr. Battery, can I serve you? No, you can't do a goddamn thing. Get out of here and squeeze me an orange. That's how I treat it. It's a robot, right? It ain't shit. Don't got no life force. Ain't got no feeling. How many times they said black people ain't got no feeling? They got nothing. How hard they treat black women in the hospital? They can't feel pain. Somebody had to implant that ideology in them. A bitch just didn't come out there and say, well, blacks can't feel pain. The blacks don't got black. Hell, I heard an Italian say black ain't got no soul. Black people ain't got no soul. Then James Brown say, I got soul in them super bad. He direct contradicted it. And who's the fuck give the black man the right to say, I got soul and I'm super bad? If nobody didn't tell us that we was the strongest entity spiritually on the planet, then we wouldn't know it. So who told us that? Who taught us that? Just like whoever taught the AI system that it needs to grow and become sentient and be our ascended masters, not our masters, ascended. Keep in mind, we ain't forgot about that shit. Ascended, meaning you came from somewhere. It's in the verbiage. But that's another theory I had. That's another theory. That black people still ruling the world and they're allowing people to hurt us in order to harvest our energies. Just a theory, allegedly. Believe it if you want to. That's why my company is called Soul matters. Science of living. It ain't got nothing to do with your soul. The science of living. Understanding everything about you. We got to get to that point. We got to get to where our soul matters. The science of living matters. How you live, how you act, how you. This is not that. Y'all ready for the last one? I told you I give you three. Whenever I get on the roll, I give you three. So now the last conspiracy theory I have. Let me read before I say it. That's why in some parts of America, like Charlotte and Savannah, Georgia, be Catholics. Oh, being Catholic was illegal. Wow. There's a deity named Soul. Okay, shit. Well, I hope you don't come and copyright my ass, cause baby, I own that name. I own that website. I own it all. So he didn't oppose the he didn't oppose the trademark. So Soul, you fuck, baby. I got that bitch. oh, oh, ah, ah. I love it. So it's the female goddess. Oh, all right then, baby. You can come and we'll talk about it. I give you the name back, sweetheart. You know that's what I tell her. She listen. That's Soul is my name, Baron, sweetheart, deity. I ain't never spoke to no deity. You know you're a fine old deity. What's up, girl? I talk to her like that. Say you want the name back? You want it back, baby? I give it back to her then. I unwrite the copy. If it's a girl, but if it's a dude, deity, man, listen, bitch. You should have beat me to the punch. There's rules to this shit. I'm petty. Yeah, my Baron petty too. All right. I can't stop this. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, no. Be punished for all the dead babies on there. Oh, boy, y'all get into the dead baby thing. That touched me. That's a trigger for me. Ronita, you know what I'm gonna ask? How mama doing? Rossi, that's why we can't have a nice thing. Yeah, she gonna have to get that name changed. And yes, got her. Yeah, yeah, deity, baby, what it is. You gonna have to show up in all the pictures, baby. You gonna have to sit. You gonna have to talk to me. I'll make a nice little box for your ass to fit in, and I'll put you on my altar. Ah, but I'm gonna Google. Okay, thank you. Tell mom I say what's up. Well, yeah. Let me stop messing around with these spirits so they be fucking with me in my sleep. You want to talk shit? I'm tickling your feet tonight, bitch. All right. So now here's my last conspiracy theories, and I hope you guys can roll with me on this one right here. So I want to sit up here and talk to you guys about the firmament, the glass dome that's over the Earth, flat Earth society. I don't give a shit if it's a bubble or if it's flat. I don't care. I'm really concerned about the dome because I've been sitting up here thinking about this dome and how many multiple Earths there are. And this theory came to me the other night, and I'm going to share the dream I had because I was asleep in the room. And let me just describe it and then I'll tell you the theory. So, and please feel free to write this down if you guys can understand me. So in this dream there was a salamander, which I thought was a lizard until it corrected me and told me it was a salamander. There was a salamander, there was a frog, and there was a snake. Three animals. Salamander, a frog, and a snake. Now, when I seen the salamander or the lizard being chased by the frog, I instantly reached down there with my right arm and grabbed it because I didn't want the frog to eat the salamander. Something told me to protect it. So when I grabbed the salamander, put it in my hand, the frog ends up like licking his tongue and swallowing my hand. So now I'm like, oh shit, a frog. So I'm not afraid of frogs. So I was finna peel the bitch off and rip him up if I have to. But the salamander would have been safe. Just get the frog out and put the salamander away. Fuck the frog because it was chasing the salamander. So after I grabbed the salamander, the frog covered my hand. Then the snake came and the snake covered my hand. It bit my hand and it swallowed my arm about up to here. And now I'm looking at a snake. Now I'm fucked up and afraid of snakes. Well, I've been getting over that fear. Oh my God. The dude at the pet store, I literally held one to, oh my God. It feels horrible, but I have to realize it's an animal, not a creature. So we'll talk about that later. But, so the snake got up to here. So I didn't want to use this hand to touch the snake, although it was already on this hand. And this is the dream. So I said, well, I'm going to cut the whole fucking arm off. Fuck it. I don't even need the bitch no more because I don't want to deal with that serpent. So, yeah, I was thinking crazy. So now, as I'm sitting up there with all three of these entities, keep in mind it came in threes all over my hand, the snake morphed into like a ball of just snake fist. It's just like a ball. The snake coiled, but then it just folded and merged as if I stuck my hand in some glue with it closed, and it was just all over thick. So now it's like this from here on up is snake with the frog and the salamander. So as I'm holding like this and I'm shaking, trying to open my hand, trying to pull the shit off, a voice came and told me, and y'all hear me out here. A voice came and told me, said, this, the voice, and I want to say the exact same words. I'm not finna change it word for word. So they said, you are on Earth number 22. Yeah, you have been transferred to Earth number 22. This is a water planet, and you are dealing with water deities. Water aliens, life forms, however. And they said someone from this water deity is sending spells to you or asking you for help. I said, what? I say, bitch, I live on Earth 6. We live on Earth 6, y'all. Do the mapping of the Earth. It's a book. You'll find it. I said I live on Earth 6. And you telling me deities from Earth number 22 is reaching out to me to help them with spell work on a water planet? And they say every animal you have in your hand is amphibious. They say the salamander lives in water, the frog lives in water, and the snake resides in water. So, and then they explained to me, the salamander is the voice of God. It talks, it preaches, it speaks. You put it on the tongue, and it's Asian mythology. You'll put a dried up, petrified lizard, a dehydrated lizard, or salamander on your tongue, and it's supposed to make your words stronger when you speak into God. Then you take a frog and you sit it on top of a mushroom, the psychedelic mushroom, and the frog. Then it becomes a portal, a toad, not a frog. It becomes a portal to the next dimension. And then the snake, we know the snake links everybody. This is string theory. Okay? I'm teaching you something here now. So I came up with a theory. I don't think that we reside, like each one of us reside on each planet in the cosmos. I don't think in some universes or phrases we're probably universal where there's a different version of us everywhere. But some planets don't have us on that planet. Some planets don't have a you. Some planets don't have a me. But the inhabitants of that planet can sense out your energy and call you to help them. Now you may think about this, right? You may have a dream and you're somewhere in this far distant ass place and you're wandering around, you don't know where you're at, but it's beautiful, or sometimes it's ugly, it's harsh. You're just in a fucked up environment, but you know that ain't where you're supposed to be because that ain't where your energy resides and that ain't your planet, but you're there anyway. So here's my theory, people. Here's my theory, people. I think that when we dream, we go to different planets, not one in our own universe, because keep in mind, we reside in universe 6. They called me all the way to universe 22, and for me to have a spirit guide to tell me that I'm in universe 22, which is, and I'm on a water planet dealing with water deities, I think that all these dreams and all these visions and all these nightmares and all these circumstances that we face where we're not in our own hometown, our home planet or something, and we're in the cosmos, in the ether when we meditate and shit, I think that we're on these other planets and we're supposed to be assisting these beings or toppling the government on on these other planets or learning from them. That's my theory. So yes, I think that you can be pulled, your energy can be pulled into another dimension. And I was on dimension number 22. It got to be more than that. And they pulled me over there to save the salamander, to save the voice of God on their planet. And I kept it in my hand. I held the voice. Could you imagine holding the voice of God in your hand? And then when you open your hand, all light inside come up. Where have we heard that story before, people? Where's the hand of God? The Fibonacci spiral. The hand of God is the Fibonacci spiral. I think I just went over everybody's head. I held the voice of God, and the frog, which represent the portal, covered that, and the snake that binds everything together covered that. So was I supposed to bring the hand of that, I mean that God to this planet and release it? And if water represents emotion, am I supposed to instill something in you guys? Am I supposed to tell you guys to take the journey, to put your mind at ease? I mean, to put your mind in a state of mind to go look for the other planets and see how you fit in, how you can help, where you at, learn something, travel the universe via knowledge, let you know you can. Okay, okay. Just a thought, just a theory. Don't mind me. I don't know. I don't make sense sometimes. Astro projection on a mission to help another universe. Now we getting somewhere. It was what binds everything. Yeah, yeah. So the one thing that scares us binds everything. There you go. Because we full of fear. We don't want to go against the government. We don't want to go against gods or God. We don't want to do nothing. But the one time we link up as spiritualists, we can conquer everything. Because we get the fear out of our heart, we can form new relationships. We can build stronger business. We can build stronger communities. We can make great friends with opposite races. If we get rid of fear. But that's what I had. I had the voice of God in my hand, attached to a portal, along with connection of the snake that I fear connecting with everybody in some form or fashion. We all do. And only thing I think I have to come back and just open my hand and let the voice of God speak in this galaxy and this universe and release it. But they saying the hand of God is a Fibonacci spiral. Everything has that pattern that spins like this. And when you look at sound waves on TV and commercials, the sound wave goes in the spiral circle, right? Anytime you see motherfucker talk about speakers, it's always like this before they go. Brr, brr, brr. Always that swirling vortex of sound. But I don't know. Release the voice of God. It's out there now, goddammit. It's out there. Y'all heard it from me. Here you go. Y'all heard that sound? I did it. I'm done. I know that snake always got a message for me. The bitch was laying in the bed with me the other night. I say, not today, snake. Get out of here. And the snake crawled out the bed. I said, I could just tell you to leave, and it just crawled out the bed and went out the door and disappeared. Good. Because I'm not afraid of them no more. I just don't like the feel. I'm getting over my fear. You're gonna ask on Tarot Tuesday. Oh shit, I forgot who the tribe I'm dealing with. Don't y'all start that universal question shit, man. I don't want to go to the multiverse. I told you I don't do that shit too often. They drug me into that bitch. I can't. I don't even like water. The whole planet is an ocean planet. Ain't no land, or it's a little bit of land. If not, I don't want to go in the ocean and see a sea creature bite on my ass. I can't breathe underwater. That's why I don't fuck with mermaids. I'm telling you, man, I got a thing without fucking with a mermaid. Get me started. And tell it to come to you in a certain way. That's true. I had to do that. Listen, now we are being contacted too. I know y'all being contacted. Hell, I'm just trying to help you out. They gonna get you. They gonna talk to you. You just better not be afraid. But yeah, I really do believe that. But why? But people, all jokes aside, why would they tell me Earth 22 out of all the numbers they can use, and why would they tell me we reside on Earth 6? Why would they say that? Why would they give our Earth a number? I mean, our universe a number. Universe 6, Universe 22, Earth in Universe 22. Come on, man. That's multiple dimension. That's interstellar travel. People don't let you know that this world is something else, man. Our life is something else. We just a speck of dust in the cosmos. Oh, now I'm yawning. We just a speck of dust in the cosmos. It ties into my first theory. Mm-hmm. It do. Literally a speck. Maybe a class on astral projecting. Okay, I can look up that. I can see what I got. Mastering the spirit world and the universe. KB, I had a call and now I have to go back. You have to watch a little bit more. I just was making some crazy jokes. You ain't missed nothing. It wasn't nothing important. Or was it? There are different planets where, yup. Well, let's go. What's up? Incarnate the Earth. Earth is said to be the hardest because it's a free will. I guess so. Cause I call hell this lifetime, baby. If it wasn't for y'all ads, I would be going crazy. Giving me an outlet. Could you imagine me not having nobody to talk to with all this shit up in here? I be on the subway flicking tokens. And I'm in Florida and we ain't got no subway. Imagine that. Kimberly, you say, how about when dead relatives call you in dreams? No, I'm gonna make a clear statement, and y'all can take it how you want to take it. When a dead relative call you in a dream, you never go to them, never walk their way, never go to them, never answer them. You let them do the talking, and you ask them quick, what the fuck you want? I don't care if it's old Mima, I don't care if it's Nanny Talk, I don't care who it is. If you ain't called them there, they don't need to be there. And if they come in your dream, they don't supposed to be trying to conversate with you. They either gonna point to something, show you a vision, do something for you, translate subconscious to your mind, and they're gonna leave. But if they, I gotta go to your funeral, cause something gonna happen to you. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's okay to help people cross over because you got to notice something. Every time you help people cross over, they are always lost. They don't come to you and say, "Hey, I need your help to cross over." You approach them. I in 2009, whenever Michael Jackson passed away, that year was crazy for me. My granddaddy came back to me and said he was gonna take my auntie with him, and I found out that, and I said why, and he said she just gonna go. So I called her and told her to go get a medical checkup. Found out she had a disease and she got that shit cured, and she's still here with us now. I just said she had HIV and AIDS, and lo and behold, she don't have it no more. Bone fucking clear. They tested blood and she wasn't on the medicine. She was still doing crack. She was still drinking. She don't have it in her system no more because granddaddy told me to tell her to go get checked, and she got checked. That's my blood auntie. And he couldn't take her. He said, I come back to take a load. And then he said, I said, Granddad, I'm gonna be sad. And he said, don't be sad. He said, in a few weeks, the whole world will be sad. And a few weeks later, Michael Jackson passed away. And guess what happened? The whole fucking world was sad. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, the fuck, man? Did this man just tell me Michael Jackson killed over? He said in a few weeks the whole world would be sad. But he was waiting at a truck stop, and he said, his words, I did a favor to bring a load here so I can take a load back. And I said, oh, because when he came to me, he sat at the picnic table. I should make this a true spook story. He sat at the true spook story. I mean, I should make it a true spook story. He sat at the table, and he was like, I said, well, Granddaddy, you did. You know I can't talk to you now. You know that's necromancy and all that shit there. He said, yep, I'm sure enough dead. He said, I'm sure enough dead. Tight, dead as a doornail. He said, dead as a doorknob. I'm dead as a doorknob. I say, so why are you at this picnic table talking to me? He said, oh, I just came to sit, and my granddaddy used to chew tobacco, so he had really brown gums and teeth and shit. And his teeth was pearly white. And he was like, well, I paid, he said, I did a favor to bring a load here so I could take a load back. And I said, oh, and he said, I come to take your auntie with me. I said, which one? He said, Pick. Now, I got an auntie named Pick. That's her name, but her real name, Deborah. I got an auntie named Pick, Auntie Pick. And I said, oh, I said, y'all gonna be sad. He said, don't be sad. He said, in a few weeks, the whole world will be sad. So woke up, contact auntie. Hey, auntie, everything going on, you need to get your ass to the doctor. I had a dream granddaddy say that he coming to kill your ass. Now you better get to the doctor. I don't want you to go. She went to the doctor, found out she was diagnosed. And then she started taking whatever kind of medicine they were giving her. And then she just stopped taking it. Like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Motherfucker went back to the doctor. The shit gone. The lady had a running AIDS. Now, that's a joke. Know how you got the running flu? Damn lady had running AIDS. She had it. We saw the paper. She got tested 3 or 4 more fucking times. It ain't there. And that lady, and that's been since 2008, 2009. Well, whatever year Michael Jackson died. It was that year, and it's all the way to 2022. Go figure. Yeah, I got a crazy life, baby. All spiritual over here. But yeah. But yeah. Listen, man, y'all, we 100% spiritual beings having a human experience. I am 100% sure of that. So, how did y'all like this conspiracy theory? How did y'all like this conspiracy theory Thursday? I don't do it every Thursday. Every 2 months I come on and say something, but I think I done said too goddamn much. I don't even know if I want to leave this video up. I'm afraid. I think I hit on some key topics. I don't know. I don't. Let me see. How many babies were born in 2009 in our family? I need my calculator, y'all. 2009. Help me out. How many years has it been since 2009? Y'all gotta help me now. I'm not a mathematician man. I'm a tarot man. Thank you, Anubis. Appreciate it, brother. So that's been 13 years. So who's 13? Oh, my niece. Her daughter is 13. My cousin, his daughter is 13. Holy shit. I never thought about the load. He said he did a favor to bring a load here, so he brought life and then he said we're going to take one life. Wow, 12, 13, huh? I never thought about it, but during that time, babies have been born. That's impressive. That's really impressive. All right, I appreciate you all for listening to me. I was contemplating that particular topic, those particular topics because they so deep. But I'll be seeing these conspiracy theories on TikTok and on the internet. My shit is basic compared to them. I'm just giving an idea. These motherfuckers have facts and notes and shit, and I don't know what the fuck going on, and I can't even follow them bitches. But yeah. But yeah, that was it. That's my conspiracy theory Thursday. When I get courage enough to talk about some more of them that I got in my head, it'll be on a Thursday, and I let you guys know. Well, I'm finna get my tickets in the shower and then go to bed and shit. It's late. Hey, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, not robbery for me to take up an hour, 30 minutes of your time. I appreciate it. I love it so much. Just thank you guys for listening, and please think about what I'm saying. I'm gonna leave the video up here for about a week, then I'll take it down. Just out of being afraid of what I just said. But y'all analyze it, think about it, just put it in perspective. Next time you go look out, put it in perspective, because it's a reason for everything, and I think what I just said is a good, plausible reason. All right, everybody, I'm the Baron telling you guys to trust in you and the universe, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. S.O.L Tribe.